Okay, so I thought I would take some time to go over basically what it's like on the Quest after version 79.1034. Now, the reason that 10.34 is important because I was on 79.1031 for a while. Then it upgraded to 33. Then it rolled back to 31 all on its own. And then it updated to 34. Now, when it was at 33 before it rolled back, my casting was entirely messed up. Like, it made everything blurry for you guys and messed with the bitrate and stuff. So, I'm glad that part got fixed. Let me go ahead, close it. Oh, and before I continue, if you're watching this on the date that it actually got uploaded to the channel, the MetaQuest Connect sale is still going on. But if it's not going on, don't worry, you can use code TECH at checkout for your MetaQuest games and get 10% off. So that's code TECH for 10% off. It gets you 10% off and it supports the channel at the same time. So that is good. It's like a win-win-win-win-win. Okay, so I guess we can check a few things. How smoothly they are running since the update. Let's see. So I made a whole video about how they sort of updated the way the store looks somewhat, and they updated Horizon Worlds from the beginning. And I even made a video going over some of these that are on the sale. So, it's nice to see all these that are on the sale. And I'm curious, how many of you guys, like, what the max you're willing to spend on a VR game? Just curious, guys, because usually, I don't think I've seen any VR game that costs higher than $30. That could be mean, but $30 might be too much to, because everyone has there's a $32 one, and normally it costs $40. Okay. The reason why I ask, because of the fact that I know everyone had a certain price, like for the longest time, whenever, like, people weren't even willing to spend more than $1 on iOS or Android games in the App Store or the Google Play Store. Just because it was a pretty new concept and most people thought they should be free, and it was a whole big thing. But now people have gotten into the flow of spending money on apps, I think. So I'm curious if that's a similar thing when it comes to games for the MetaQuest. But that's not entirely what we're here for, okay? We're here to make sure things are still running as smoothly as they were. Okay, I'm using, actually, let's see, all the fingers still work well. Good. Okay. Oh, I can do a thumbs up for myself. That's my current me avatar. Full disclosure, I'm actually sitting down in a chair right now, but Quest doesn't have full body tracking per se. The closest it had is hand tracking, and how it does that is it uses the camera. So, like if my hand went too far out of view, it wouldn't be able to track my hand. But then again, it's a pretty wide camera, so I would have to like put them literally in back of my head. Then it loses tracking. So, but that had nothing to do specifically with the update. Battery life, I feel like battery life is about the same since the update, if I'm being perfectly honest. Now, something that has possibly changed with the update is something in quick settings, actually. I noticed. Yeah, I noticed a detail in quick settings that was a bit different. Okay, so we have reset view already. Reset view is a normal thing that has always been a thing. Let's go to full settings. Okay. Because if there are any new features, they would be in here. Okay. Mixed reality, external mic, screen reader seems pretty cool. Now, see, I don't want to turn this on because I don't think I want it to change content looks just because I'm a content creator and I feel like the look of stuff is very important. It's kind of how when I'm on a Mac computer or Windows computer, I turn off dynamic lighting if that's a option because I need my lighting to stay the same for content. But yeah, Blink Auto Connect. I don't remember this being here to automatically start a link session, but that's a developer thing, so don't worry about that too much. So, yeah, screen reader. I believe that was here. Passcode security. I believe that was also here still. This is experimental features in case you're curious, which I recommend turning on. Use apps while lying down, just an FYI for the. And yeah, most things seem to be working just as normal. Now, I will tell you guys, however, though, when I first loaded this up, what happened was, oh, I didn't even realize it was in its collapsed mode. I guess that's one of the things that changed. But when I first loaded, there's a black bar here, and it took a little while to load the icon images. So that might be something worth noting. And every time I log on, I always check to see if there's an update, but it always says, hey, you're up to date. I'm like, okay, gee, thanks. And yeah, the other day it updated something that was the same exact build and everything. I don't know what changed. It literally was 100 megabytes though. Which, I mean, let's do a real talk here for a moment, guys. I am a little worried overall. Yeah, I would say that I am a little bit worried. And you only know what I'm a little bit worried about. I'm a little bit worried about storage, okay? Eventually, we're going to get to a point where right now the system takes up 17 0.83 gigabytes. Well, I have the 120 gigabyte model of the MetaQuest 3. Probably in the future, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But keep in mind, there is no way to inherently increase storage for the MetaQuest 3. It's an internal thing. So really what I'd have to do is eventually get rid of some apps, because the apps are what are taking up the 45 gigabytes of space, and then this is taking 17. I have some videos and images taking up a little bit, but I'm worried that eventually this is going to get like to something crazy, like 100 gigabyte space or something. I know that a long way off by then, and I'll probably have a new headset by then, unless it ages very poorly and I don't have a new headset by then, but I feel like I would. So yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about. The fact that this slowly but surely seems to get bigger and bigger. It's almost at 18 gigabytes, which is practically 20 gigabytes. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But maybe I'm worrying about nothing. How long do you think it will be before the Quest actually gets to 20 gigabytes? And also, let me know what update you guys are on. This video, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't expect the title to draw many of you in, just because of the simple fact that the update version, for me it's v79, but you guys could be on higher than v79. I do not know, because that staggering rollout for the MetaQuest headset, meaning that it's not like certain other products where everyone gets the update at once. People get the update in waves for the MetaQuest updates. So yeah, honestly, I just wanted to chat with you guys about that. As you can see, everything does open smoothly and whatnot, so that's always good. And then that the updates that all applications, which it looks like Steam Link updated, Final Fury updated, YouTube updated. I'm basing, oh, wait, Batman Arkham Shadow got an update as well. See the blue icon? That's how I'm basing that off of. But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. Again, if you want to purchase any games or apps from the MetaQuest store, feel free to use code TECH at checkout for 10% off, and it supports me and the channel. That code TECH at checkout. And yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful in some way, shape, or form. And I will catch you guys in the future. Later.